Hey, welcome to the channel. What I got here is an air conditioning system that has given me a problem. Well, not really a problem, but what had happened is I installed this over a year ago, about 2 years ago actually now, I think. And it worked great the first year, and then last summer she called and she said she doesn't have any air, no heat. So I went there and the air filters were plugged. I thought, that was simple, it's iced up. So I changed the air filters. I went out and I looked and checked the charge, and there was hardly any refrigerant. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So then I found a piece of the unit outside, the shroud, had a big dent in it. And I think what happened is whoever mows their lawn came in with a zero turn and whacked it, and it cracked the one fitting. Well, I didn't find that crack right away, so I recharged it. I thought I repaired the one fitting because there was on the TXV valve inside, I was able to snug that one fitting up a little better. I figured, that was probably it. So I recharged it, let it go. They used it all last summer. It worked great. She called up this spring again. It isn't working. So I went back there. I'm looking around. I pulled all the refrigerant out of it. I charged it with nitrogen. I went over and soap bubbled everything. I could not find the leak. So then I pulled that out of it, threw the vacuum pump on it. Didn't really pull down into a real good vacuum like I wanted, so I knew there was an issue somewhere. So I went ahead and charged it up, and then I went over it with my leak detector. I'll be darned if I didn't find it, and it was right there, right on the outside. I don't know why I couldn't find it with the soap bubbles, but I didn't. Either or. I didn't have time that day to finish it, so I came back the next day. I knew right where the leak was. And then, as you can see earlier on, I brazed it up and covered the hole, and then I was able to get the nitrogen in it, pressure test it, and here it is there. I'm heating it up to braze it. I've got some cool gel on the valve. I got the Schrader core out of the port, and I also put a wet rag over it that I wet in the with cold water. So I get it all brazed up, and I pressure tested it with nitrogen. It was good. It held perfectly, just like it should have. I took the nitrogen out. I threw the vacuum pump on it. I pulled it down into a pretty good vacuum that I was really satisfied with, and then the refrigerant I had put in the day before, I weighed it in. Well, I put in a couple extra ounces, and then I just left it overnight. What little bit might have leaked out was an acceptable loss. It wasn't anything major. So then I was just able to let the refrigerant go because I pumped it down into the condenser. You tighten up the high pressure line. You tighten that down, you fire it up. I had to jump out the contactor because the people were sleeping in bed and I didn't want to wake them up to run the thermostat. So and you couldn't push in on the contactor. A lot of them you can push in and make it run, but I couldn't do that with this unit. So anyway, I got it all sealed up, and it really, everything came out perfect and it worked great. So, hopefully you enjoyed the video. It wasn't really that long, but if you did, hit the share and the like button, and subscribe if you're not already. And if you got any questions or comments, feel free to post them down below. But other than that, it just took me a little while to find that leak, and I'll tell you, would have been fine had the guy not hit it, the landscaper not hit it with his lawnmower. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Things happen. So, and I did cover it under warranty, by the way. I didn't charge for it. So. All right, well, anyways, you made it this far. Thanks for watching, and hope you guys have a great day. Missing the O-ring in it. I gotta go get an O-ring and put it in there. And that's it. She's done.